and welcome to Organic Friday. This is our first episode of Organic Friday, and I am very, very excited to have with me today Tatiana Amico. She is a good friend of mine, and she is a certified health coach, and she is really dedicated to helping families get healthy by, eliminating toxins out of their homes and just, getting on a whole foods type of diet. So I'm so stoked to have her here. She is so knowledgeable, and yeah, I'm just so happy to be starting up this show. So I just wanted to let you guys know a few things before we get started and before I get handed over to Tatiana. There is going to be a raffle. So if you would like to win Tatiana's 10-day detox program, you need to be signed into Facebook and comment below. Down there, there's like a little bar where you can type in a comment. And I want you to type in a comment on why you would want Tatiana's detox program. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to pick one lucky winner, and Tatiana will message you and send you the program. So that's going to be really fun. I'm very excited about that. And if you want more, information about our upcoming people that we're going to be interviewing, our upcoming guests and presentations, you just have to put your name and email address in the box down there, and then I will keep you updated on all of our future guests. So that's going to be cool too. But anyways, I will not keep you waiting any longer. I have Tatiana Amico here. Take it away, Tatiana.
Hi, I'm Tatiana, and I have some very informative slides for you. Let me set up the screen share, and we'll get to it.
Alrighty.
Okay, so here we go. First, I just want to say thank you to Kimra, TheMissFitMama. She's awesome. If you aren't following her blog or on Facebook, make sure you do. I'd also like to say that I'm so happy to do this. Sharing my knowledge and passion for healthy living is something I love doing. So as I said, I am Tatiana Amico, a certified health coach, wife, and mother of a beautiful 13-month-old boy. My journey began about 2 years ago when I was having some health issues. Refusing to go on medication, I began looking into natural ways to help myself and discovered that what we put in and on our bodies can affect so much physically and mentally. After a few months of clean eating, we became pregnant, and this is when I really started learning. I had a wonderful, healthy pregnancy, an awesome birth, and a healthy baby boy. By 5 months, I was back to my pre-pregnancy weight, and now at 13 months postpartum, I'm healthier, stronger, and more fit than ever before. During my pregnancy, I became so interested in all that I had learned that I decided to go back to school, and now here I am, educating others on what has helped me. So, now on to what I was asked to talk to you about, toxins. Toxins that may be affecting your energy and ability to lose weight. This is going to be a quick overview. You will have access to the PowerPoint after the presentation, but you may also want to take some notes. So maybe get a piece of paper and a pen ready. I will quickly go over a bunch of this, but I encourage you to look into it further, and you can always contact me for additional guidance. First, you must remember, reducing your exposure to toxins is just as important as diet and exercise for losing weight and staying healthy. What are these toxins? They're called obesogens, and they are a form of endocrine disruptors. The endocrine system is a system of glands, each of which secretes different types of hormones directly into the bloodstream to keep the body's internal environment stable. Obesogens are an endocrine disruptor. These are chemicals that have been found to disrupt the endocrine system and promote weight and hinder weight loss. These obesogens mimic the actions of the naturally occurring hormones in our bodies. And they promote fat retention by affecting the number and size of fat cells. They also affect food preferences, satiety, appetite, and metabolism because they prevent leptin, which is the hormone that reduces appetite, from being released. Fat cells store energy and release this energy when needed. Also, fat tissue acts as an endocrine organ, releasing hormones related to appetite and metabolism. Obesogens prevent these cells from acting correctly. Obesogens are also lipophilic toxins, which means that they love fat. The problem is that when we lose weight, these toxins stick around and cause our other organs to work overtime. This leads to a loss of energy, disease, and even a drop in metabolic rate. This, of course, is not good when trying to lose weight. So where are these obesogens found? They're found in processed foods, conventional produce, plastics, cans, cleaning products, as well as personal care and beauty products. On a side note, some scary stuff. They're also linked to cancers, tumors, birth defects, learning disabilities, breast, prostate, and thyroid cancers, and the list goes on. Here are some examples of chemicals that can act as obesogens. To save time, I will only go over a few, but I recommend you look into the rest. First up, bisphenol A, or BPA, which is a man-made synthetic compound used to make certain plastic and epoxy resins. It is found in many plastics, ranging from water bottles to sports equipment, as well as cans. A 2012 study found that BPA is responsible for increasing inflammation within fat cells that promotes fat cell growth. It also mimics estrogen and has been associated with reproductive disorders. Second, dioxins. They are a group of toxic chemicals released into the environment through forest fires, industrial activities, burning of waste, and more. More than 90% of human exposure is through food, mainly meat and dairy products, because it is found in the fatty tissue of the animals. Third, phthalates, a class of chemicals used as a plasticizer and solvent to fix and hold color and scent. They are found in makeup, personal care products, shampoo, food packaging, and more. Last, atrazine is the most widely used herbicide in the United States. And according to the USDA, it is found in 94% of the drinking water in the U.S. Next up, food toxins. So EWG stands for Environmental Working Group, and it is a nonprofit organization that specializes in research and advocacy in the areas of toxic chemicals, agricultural subsidies, public lands, and corporate accountability. They reviewed USDA and FDA testing data and came up with a list to let consumers know which fruits and vegetables are most commonly contaminated with pesticides. Some of these contain up to 78 different pesticides. 78 pesticides. So it is best to try and buy the produce on this list organic as much as possible. The EWG also came up with a list called the Clean 15, which is a list compiled using the same data, showing the produce with the least amount of chemical residue. Note that although corn and papaya may not be contaminated with pesticides, they are most likely genetically modified. If you haven't heard of GMOs, it is an experimental technology that merges DNA from different species, creating a completely new version of a food plant or animal that would never exist in the natural world. They may be made to resist pests, grow in extreme weather conditions, and produce more food, such as milk in cows. A big issue with GMOs is we do not know their long-term effects, but they are linked to many issues relating to both health and the environment. And they are found in the majority of processed foods. The largest GMO crops are corn, soy, and sugar beets, I say think outside the box because corn and soy are found in so many processed foods. Soy is also in canola oil, which can also be called rapeseed oil. And you can also see it listed as soy flour, soy lecithin, vegetable oil, vegetable protein, and more. You will see corn and processed foods listed as corn flour, meal, oil, syrup, and the list goes on. All of this information can be found on the Non-GMO Project's website. It's nongmoproject.org. Once again, that's nongmoproject.org. The Non-GMO Project offers North America's only third-party verification and labeling for non-GMO food and products. They also work with food manufacturers, distributors, growers, and seed suppliers to develop standards for detection of GMOs and for the reduction of contamination risk of the non-GMO food supply. You can also check out a good documentary called Genetic Roulette. Look for it online. I believe you can run it from Amazon.com for $2.99 for 7 days. Once again, the name of that documentary is called Genetic Roulette. Some other food toxins include MSG, sodium nitrate, and artificial sweeteners. MSG is a flavor enhancer found in many canned, frozen, processed, and fast foods. Note that MSG is a tricky one because it may be lurking in other additives, such as natural flavorings, plant protein extract, seasonings, and more. Sodium nitrate is found in processed meats. It is what gives them that unnatural red color. Many don't know this, but they would actually be gray in color if it wasn't for sodium nitrate. Another big one is artificial sweeteners, such as NutraSweet, Equal, and Splenda, which actually encourage weight gain rather than weight loss. Many people use that as a substitute for sugar, thinking that they won't be gaining weight, but it's the opposite, as I stated. Others include food dyes, such as Red 40 and Yellow 5. Both of these are linked to tumors and behavioral effects in children. Caramel coloring, high fructose corn syrup, and more. There are many, many more than what I have provided on this list, and what they are linked to is very scary, as I alluded to earlier. This is an example of what I like to call a food-like product that I used to purchase often because I fell into the trap of trusting the food manufacturers and FDA. Also, due to the very good marketing tactics. Check out that 100-calorie mark on the bottom right corner of the package. I would have purchased something like this thinking it was a healthy, low-cal snack, not realizing how bad it actually was for me. Just look at all the ingredients and all those obesogens. There are artificial sweeteners, flavors, GMOs, preservatives, and so much more. And here are some labels you will find on processed foods. If you're going to purchase processed food, you really want to try and only buy products with one or more of these labels. Note that some products may be GMO-free but haven't paid to be verified. If there is a product you really like and it does not have one of these labels, you can always call or email the company and ask. Below these labels are PLU numbers for produce. As you can see, the number for organic produce begins with a 9. Conventional produce begins with a 4. Conventional means that it is sprayed with pesticides. And GMO 8. However, you will most likely never see an 8 because unfortunately GMOs do not need to be labeled in this country. And here are my tips for clean eating and avoiding obesogens in foods. Eat foods with only one ingredient as much as possible. If you stray from the first rule, read ingredient labels on everything that you buy. And don't eat anything with an ingredient you cannot pronounce. Don't eat anything made in a lab. Don't eat anything anywhere that has a commercial. Greatly reduce or even eliminate animal products. If you cannot, make sure to only purchase organic. Don't consume anything from factory farms, as these animals are fed unnatural diets filled with GMOs, which in turn humans consume, not to mention the treatment of the animals. Note that over 95% of the meat and other animal products out there come from factory farm animals, including what you will find in most restaurants, even those higher end ones. Lastly, my tips for avoiding environmental toxins. Buy natural products or make your own. You can check out my super easy DIY deodorant and laundry detergent at TatianaAmico.com. That deodorant is the best deodorant I've ever used in my life, and I work out a lot. Vinegar. Baking soda and lemon juice are awesome cleaners. Look into soap nuts to wash your laundry. Look into using Castile soap. I really like Dr. Bronner's. You can find it in most grocery stores, and I've also seen it at Target. And I use it for hand wash, body wash, and baby wash. I've seen that you can use it for several other uses, and of course you can find all those uses online. Also, avoid non-stick cookware. Use glass containers to store food. Mason jars are inexpensive and work great. Use glass or stainless steel water bottles filled with filtered water, of course. Try to stay away from using microwaves. You can easily reheat food on the stove or in a conventional oven instead. Lastly, try to avoid cans, as the majority contain that BPA. I only know of a few that are BPA free, and Eden Organic is one of them. So that's it. I know this is a lot of information to take in, so like I said, I'm available for further information and to help you start living a toxic-free lifestyle. You can check out my site, like me on Facebook, and contact me anytime. I offer monthly health coaching programs, in-person and virtual grocery store tours and pantry cleanses, meal plans, and that 11-day clean eating transform your health program that Kimra was talking about. I can also create custom services and bundles. Just let me know what you need. I will be offering my 11-day program for all of you for $20 off the original price. So for only $24, you get my detox guide, 59 recipes, a transition guide, shopping list and meal planner, daily support emails, and post-detox handouts. This offer will be good for 48 hours, so through Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Also, if you have any questions, you can post them below in that box that Kimra was talking about, or you can always email me, and I'll get to those questions as soon as possible. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Seriously, great job. That was so much information, and I actually know a lot about this stuff, and I learned a lot. So that was totally great. I was very, very happy about all that stuff. So anyways, we are going to do the raffle, and the number I wrote down for the raffle was number 2. So I'm going to refresh this and see who number 2 is. And number 2 is Wendy Abrahamson. So congratulations, Wendy. You will be getting a message from Tatiana, and you will get her 11-day detox program. And also for anyone who wants to know more about Tatiana, her website is TatianaAmico.com. And if you want the slides that we shared on this Google Hangout, you will just need to fill out the information where it says sign up to receive reminders. Just put your name and your email address in there, and I will send all the information to you. And I will also send you, all the links to everything that Tatiana was talking about in this presentation. So, yeah, I'm just very excited. This was, I think, very awesome, very informative, and yeah. But yeah, go to Tatiana's website. She is freaking awesome. and she's my go-to girl for health advice, and I just love her. So yeah, go to her website, check out her program. She has discounts for people right now. So yeah, so thank you very much. Do you have any last things you want to say, Tatiana?
I talked a lot, but yeah, so you definitely check out my site. I have a lot on there. I really want to help people learn about all this stuff because, like I said, it's so important for ourselves, our families, and yeah, thank you so much for having me on here. I had lots of
You're
fun.
very welcome, and I will definitely have you back another time because
Yes.
this was a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
you gave a lot of great information that I know a lot of people are going to benefit from. So
Great.
thank you so much. So anybody, please, follow us, follow me, Tatiana, on Facebook. I will send you, the emails. When you sign up for the emails, I'll send you emails with all of our information so you can make sure to follow us. And yeah, so I think this was a great first episode, so I am very excited. I have some more guests that are lined up for, I have another person who's actually going to be on Sunday. I know that's not Friday, but that was just what we could schedule her in, so I'm going to have another show on Sunday. And then next week I'm out of town, but the week after that I have another guest. So just keep checking out my website, and you can, see what guests are coming up. So yeah, so thank you guys so much, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.